Zaha Hadid, a pioneering British Iraqi architect, was known as the Queen of the Curve for her use of organic geometry, which established motion in her buildings. She defied the standards of conventional architecture with her avant-garde buildings. For her extraordinary work, she was awarded the Pritzker Prize, basically the Nobel Prize for Architects in 2004, and she became the first woman to win it. She is a symbol and a living example of how architecture has transformed in the modern era because of her work and the techniques she used, both of which will be discussed later in this video. In order to unpack Zaha Hadid's work properly, we must understand what influenced her work by referring to her past. She was born and raised in Baghdad in 1950. She left Baghdad to go to the American University of Beirut from 1968 to 1971 to study mathematics. After she graduated, she moved to London in 1972 to study architecture at the Architecture Association School, where she really started to take advantage of her talent through investing in the works of constructivist artists like Vladimir Tatlin and Kazimir Malevich. With her superior command of geometry due to her mathematics degree, she was able to utilize a wide array of geometric shapes in her concept paintings with ease. These paintings received much criticism because they seemed impossible to create in real life due to their complexity. This is what everyone thought, but Zaha had a different plan. After graduating from architecture school, she started her own architecture firm, Zaha Hadid Architects, and created the Vitra fire station in Weil am Rhein, Germany. Her first bold statement of how her paintings can come to life. The fire station embodied the courage firefighters gain through harsh training and discipline by the forced perspectives present in the building. Its sharp and long edges demonstrating an explosion that shows how they hasten to protect civilians from fires. Hence the reason why many in the architecture community describe the structure as a frozen explosion. Zaha did not stick to rigid and bold forms as in the Vitra fire station, however. She also ventured into the realm of organic forms with many of her works having various unrestrained curves. Heather Alive Center, Galaxy Soho, and the London Aquatic Center being prime examples of this. At first glance, viewers are blown away by the sheer intricacy of the curves and layouts of these buildings, as Zaha intended for her structures to be in constant perpetual motion. These buildings would not be possible without one technique that Zaha pioneered: parametric design. With the use of algorithms, parametric design is a technique used in which certain mathematical parameters are set to generate forms within those parameters. Zaha was able to use her prior knowledge on mathematics to base the geometry of her buildings, not on mere shapes, but rather relationships. She was able to bring these algorithms to life using new 3D tools at the time, such as the grasshopper extension of Rhinoceros 3D. We will explore Rhinoceros heavily on this channel. And I will also make a detailed video on parametric design later. So stay tuned for that. In simple terms though, parametric design is like creating a water bottle with specific dimensions and angles and filling it in with water, thus creating like a shape. This was an integral part of Zaha Hadid's success because an architect's job is to ensure harmony between the complex components of a building and its aesthetic. Parametric design did just that. To conclude, Zaha Hadid, although a mathematics major at first, was able to push the boundaries of engineering by building many buildings that were first deemed impossible. Although Zaha died in 2016, her narrative and values live on through her structures even in 2025. Please make sure to like and subscribe to this video so that I can spread more knowledge about architecture online. Also, feel free to let me know what architect you guys would like me to investigate next, or any other architecture related venture you guys want to see on this channel in the comment section below.